PVC pipe has turned out to be the go-to for a lot of woodworkers in their dust collection systems. But what about blast gates? I'm Jim Heavey, and here's a tip from the Wood Magazine file on how to turn standard MDF, this is 1/4 inch, into a blast gate. I've started with a dado blade, shimmed to the width of my MDF. I want to cut a groove in that pipe halfway through its diameter. So I've raised the table saw blade, in this case to about 2 1/4 inches, to do that with a 4-inch pipe. To secure that pipe so it doesn't turn while I make the cut, I've added a piece of sacrificial MDF with double stick tape to my miter gauge. Lastly, one pass through the blade should give me exactly what I want. And before I take anything apart, I'm using the material that I'm planning on using for the blast gate to make sure that I test that fit. Sure looks perfect. Now it's on to fashioning the blast gate itself. To make the actual profiles for this piece of MDF, I just cut a small piece of ring off of that PVC pipe. Just makes it a whole lot easier to line up. So to do the closed section of this, all I'm going to do is take this ring and lay it until the inside edge is right up even with the front of that template material. Make sure it's equidistant from each side, and then I just used a pencil to mark this radius. And while I'm here, and I mark the edge of this in both directions. Now I've got my marks here. I've got the inside and outside measurements. This is the inside edge, this is the outside edge, and halfway down the radius I'm just making a small little mark. This will ultimately be removed along with this part. Now to make the opposite side, and this is in the open position, I'm still going to use the same ring. And in this case, I'm going to be half the radius of this ring, and I'm going to add the diameter of that ring. So that's about 1/4 inch. So again, lay this out, make sure it's equidistant from each side, mark my cut lines, and using the outside edge again, kind of give me an idea where those are. And in this case, I just want the diameter of this ring here, actually it's laying it this way, so laying it here and here, these are my little cutouts. So I want to make sure that this part and this part has been removed. And then we'll cut this part out, like so. So after using the scroll saw, this is our completed gate. On this side we have the closed side, and this is the open. So when I use the closed side, that's just going to slide into those openings that we cut earlier. And this is what it looks like closed. This is the reverse side. And this is what it looks like open. So that's the completed gate. It seals well and it opens well. This will work great.